Hey everyone, welcome to Tuesday with Pastor Dan. I hope you will forgive my pseudo scruffy tire in the office today. I've been running around trying to get a few things done, like putting up some acoustic tiles in the fellowship hall and getting the stage ready. So I didn't figure nice clothes would be the great way to go um, while doing all that kind of gross work. So I'll go home and change for connections here in a bit. But hey, it's all Williamsburg stuff, so maybe a little peace you'll show me. Which is what I want to talk about. I want to talk about peace. I'm going to start by, kind of out of order in terms of our the way we do the Advent candles, which is hope, love, joy, peace. We always end it with peace, but the book kind of puts us peace number 2, so that's where we're going to go. And I'm sure many of you have heard the story or know the story of Christmas in 1914, the Christmas truce in World War One. A moment where faith causes peace, at least the way I look at it. Some accounts go that as they sat in their trenches, both on each side, away from no man's land, either the Germans or the Brits started singing, and they started singing Christmas hymns. And as they sang, the echoing then reached the other trench, and they knew what they were singing. So in return, the opposing soldiers began to sing Christmas hymns with them. Back and forth and back and forth they went throughout the night. Well, and the next morning, as dawn broke, the British looked up and the Germans had stepped out of the trench, and it was clear that they were without weapons, without any intent. And they began to wander to no man's land. And so hesitantly, maybe a little nervously, the British began to follow suit. And they met them, and some accounts say that they exchanged gifts of cigarettes and other little gifts. What were they all? I can't remember now. Small gifts there. I don't remember. Small gifts, cigarettes, food, souvenirs that helped one another retrieve their dead that happened to die during the charges. And even they played a little game of soccer or football. And a moment of peace, and peace that comes from, and like I said before, faith. One of the names for Jesus that Isaiah gives, or Jeremiah, I can't remember now, is Prince of Peace. We as a creature love to war and fight and feud for some reason. We get intense tribalism. We've seen it in our politics recently. We've seen it, at least in this country and in other parts, that this is mine and I'm right, or whatever it is, and we get this tribalism, and we don't find peace, we don't find unity, and we don't find any sort of melding. The Germans and the Brits, who are at war, full-blown war with one another, singing of hymns, and they find their way to the middle and call a truce on Christmas Day. Jesus is the Prince of Peace. We're to follow suit. We're supposed to be peace seekers, people of peace. We're supposed to be the ones who are working towards the beating of weapons, swords and spears and whatever, it is equivalent of that today, into plowshares, to where we work the field together, where we share what we have. We get so consumed with the grasping and the taking and what is ours and the planting of our flags, whoever it is, that we lose sight of the humanity, lose sight of the personhood, lose sight of who that is as a beloved creature of God, though they may disagree. And we can't find peace because we want control, we want power. Something I want us all to think about this Advent is, how can we be better seekers of peace and better deliverers of peace? Maybe that involves standing up for ourselves, and maybe that involves standing up for others, and maybe it involves the acceptance and the love and sharing the love with others. But I think it first starts with our connection to God, to the Prince of Peace. May you all be blessed. Look forward to seeing you soon.